only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So South Carolina's offense will get the football first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and block out all the noise.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Makes the catch. It's Coates. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Gamecocks have a lot of options on second and inches.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the ground, he's got it again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Coates. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Under fire. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back to pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense defense makes a third down stop. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit them.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number 1, and they give up a sack on play 2.
Here comes the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Get it out on the screen. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. That's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Makes the catch. It's Coates. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. It's first down from the 11. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Still looking on the move. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
He's got it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The Dogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got him in the flat. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Punts it out of the air. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Brewster. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a 1st down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Wants to go up top. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. A quick pass to the left. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Turning it on. Breaks the tackle. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll test the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Brewster. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page these last 2 drives. Obviously scoring a touchdown the last time out, and really doing a nice job even on this drive of moving the football. And then it comes to that one critical 3rd down, one guy not doing what he's supposed to do, and now you're set up in 4th and long, and it looks like they're going to have to punt.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. And he had just enough to will that one home. This is now a 7-point game.
What a weapon this kicker is. When you've got leg talent like that, you're liable to score from anywhere on the field. Just get the ball close to midfield, and you can put 3 on the board.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. There's the pressure. Running into the open space. And they're able to get him down. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football. He's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
Finds his man. It's Coates. There he goes. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. It's Bobo. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Fires to the big fella. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Brewster. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Soft spot in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Dogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. It's a draw. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
And this one is perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Still on his feet at the 45. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They've got it. First and 10 at the 42. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to take off. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, this guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw on the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take over. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
And I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They This time on target. You got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air, looking to scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coates. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Finds his tight end. Run out of bounds, they'll spot him at the 24. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Leaves it with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Peters. Got room at the 35. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intended target.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Makes the grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bobo. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick release on the RPO.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. The Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got his man quickly. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the Dogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown.
Touchdown, Dogs! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do with step one accomplished.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so...
Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the punishment has been extended.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Works the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
He'll try to pop the draw. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Secures it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Hines. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Garner. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Just under a minute to go here in the third quarter. They'll snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's McNabb. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Garner. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Back to throw, it's Payne. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst night.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Handoff from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked him apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns, also showing you he can...
There he goes! And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
A pickup of 8 brings up 2nd down.
Get set, get set!
Out of the gun, they give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Working that left side now. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. Continues to fight for yards. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first and 10. Trying to beat him to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's Payne. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A low line drive and not his best work. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Easy completion on the shuffle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Gardner. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Dances away. He'll try to do it and breaks into the open. He got enough for the 1st down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the ground, it's Potts. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. The short hands, it's Larson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking to throw, it's Payne. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Second down coming up.
To the air on second down. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll run play action. They get to him as he throws. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Going to swing it on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the 4th quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He's got it, 1st down and more. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, South Carolina.
One more play to pad the stats. Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put
it.